Hey, what's up? It's Stephen A. Williams, president and founder of the creditrepairshop.com. Wanted to answer a question from a YouTube viewer. You need to subscribe, uh, but it's about right or notice of rescission. And I'm seeing a lot of videos popping up on this, and it's like people are thinking that it's like a strategy to use to get out of a contract that you maybe had signed. Well, let me be clear. And if you pay attention to the people who really know about this, it is not like something for you to just be able to get out of a contract with something that you've signed over a period, that's been in place over a period of time. That is not the use for this. Notice of rescission, this is like every state has like that window, where you can change your mind. You buy a car, you can take it back. You buy, even for a home, when I did some research on it, uh, people did it for homes. I never thought about it for a property, but it's basically with any contract that you sign, there's a little window period, cooling off period that you can change your mind legally and cancel out everything. Um, and but what people have been trying to tell people to do when it comes to credit is that if you have, for the example that we have with this individual, had stated that they had medical bills and that they had signed that under duress. Like, when you sign, say you go in there, it's an emergency, and you sign digital or whatever, fingerprint, whatever way they have you do it, that you're not in the right state of mind and that you feel that you should be able to back out of that. And for the premise, like for the argument, the way that this individual stated it, I believe that it was a good potential option, but I don't believe that in when you actually use it, it won't be able to be used that way. It won't be able to be used that way. And a lot of times people will tell you to do things on that certain way, and it maybe it could work in certain situations, but it's not something that'll work every time. But that doesn't mean that it's not something that you couldn't attempt to use, even if it's used just to get the medical provider to understand your side and to get them to lower the overall bill. Maybe there's some type of agreement, a settlement amount that can be made because you did take the services. It wasn't something where they didn't perform services and just gave you a bill. Services were performed. And but some people were, well, this individual was looking at it for medical, but when I did some research online, a lot of people were talking about doing it just to get out of a credit card, get out of all types of stuff that they had done. And I'm like, I wanted to make this video. That's not a way that I would uh, have someone use it. I think that that would be a misconception on the usage. So if you want to do your own research on the notice of rescission, this is where you have a 3 day, in some states, 3 day cooling off window. There's always a cooling off window. It just might be different vary in different states, but there's a where you can give something back and get out of a contract. But when services are fully provided, like in this instance for medical, I don't believe that this would be a good use for it, but it could be used, I guess, in a way to negotiate down the cost of services. But I don't think that it's going to be a good use to try to say that you're going to get out of the services, get out of paying for the services when you utilize the services. All right, I just want to make that quick video. Notice of rescission. And if you need help with your credit, please visit us at thecreditrepairshop.com. If you, or please watch the video, What Makes Us Different. And something that we do with our services, especially when we get medical bills that are just plastered all over someone's credit report, is that we send out what's called a validation, or not a validation, a notification to see if they even have the right to place that information on the individual's credit report. Because a lot of medical bills, you can't disclose people's medical information on their credit reports. And this is one here. This is actually 30 deletions, and all of these were from medical debt from a client, and every one of the medical debts were taken off of their credit report based off of our submission directly to the credit bureaus and to the furnishers if they were legally able to place that medical information on their credit reports according to the HIPAA Act, which protects your right to not divulge your medical history. And by placing the services that were performed by you, like give you an example. Well, I don't want to put this person's info out there, but to give you an example, if someone says that you went for uh, uh, like the service is a GI service, which is gastrointestinal services. That's just in their name, and the billing tells everyone what type of services you had, and you have a right not to have that information disclosed. So we were able to get that off of that client. I have posted those on our website. You'll see them plastered. It doesn't say the person's name, but it's plastered with all 30 of the deletions for the medical information taken off. If you need your credit reports and scores, go to the website yournumber3scores.com. That's going to have all the details about what's on your credit reports, the scores, furnishers, the comments, everything. Sometimes medical providers will have their information on there, and then it'll also have the collection agency that they're using, and that's what was on this one here is that we actually got the uh, the uh, debt collections off and the original creditor hospital bills off of their credit reports. Now, moving forward, that does not make the bill go away. They're going to have to, deal with that. But for credit report purposes, it's off their credit reports. So go to the website, yournumber3scores.com. Now, if you have credit debt collectors coming after you, I invite you to grab one of my 3 letters, statute of limitations letter, debt validation letter, and cease and desist collection activities letter. You can use those to fight back against debt collectors and potentially stop a third party debt collection from coming after you. These letters are very effective, and I give you those letters for free. The link is below. You get all 3 at the same time. You don't have to worry about the link problem. We solved that problem. All right. Thank you for your time. This is Stephen A. Williams, president and founder of the creditrepairshop.com. Thank you.